Okay, so here's the countertop so far. So what I have left is to do some fine sanding on the top and getting the loose spots off the live section of the wood, and then we'll pour the resin. We'll fill up all the areas in here. This is going to be kind of natural over here, so it's just going to fill it with resin. So there we are. So that's where I'm at. Putting the resin tape on here so I could pour resin on it. Let's see what I got. This is the bottom side, that's why there's bubbles. I didn't care. That's where I melted the the tape with the heat. I'm just gonna have to sand that down. That looks pretty cool. That's what it looks like in the daylight. When you take it into the dark, it looks it glows. Cool. So orange, and it's pretty much yellow when it glows in the dark. And then I'll put some I'm thinking about doing maybe a glow in the dark blue here, because the river is going to be like under there some, so we'll see about that. All right, let me show you what this looks like in the dark. Okay, so I'm in the arcade. It's dark in here today, or without everything on. That is pretty cool. Look at that. That's not that. There's no black light or nothing on that. It's just glowing. Pretty darn cool. Okay, well, let's get the rest of this. Okay, just added the last color for the cracks. I did some blue. So that's the blues. All glow in the dark. So I got some blue colors in there. And the rest are, these are all dry. Hey, welcome to the Digital Jazz Arcade. I am working on my resin pour today for my bar. So let's go see what I'm doing. All right, so here is the resin mold as I made last year. Yes, I've been working on this project for over a year, but I've been doing it and it's been working okay. So I put up this temporary dust blocker, and it doesn't seem to be working too well because look, tons of bugs. I don't know if you can see those or not, but there's some bugs in there. Anyway, I'll get those bugs out, but hopefully maybe this will scare them away because it stinks. So I'm going to spray resin release all over all over. Get these bugs out of here. Ew. Come on. Oh, come on, really? Can't get that off? All right. So, let's go ahead and spray resin release all over the resin mold, and then we're going to take the wood, all the wood, and we're going to coat it with resin. So I'm just going to put a coat of resin on it to seal it, and then we're going to let that sit overnight. So once that gets tacky by the morning, and I will do the river pour in the morning. So that is the plan. We're going to have to get these bugs out here first. Anyway, so once I figure out a way to get these bugs out, if this resin mold doesn't scare them away, then I will do that. I'm going to wear a little bit of protection for the resin mold release. Just don't like to smell it. Okay, so I'm going to be using liquid glass. Get that spider out of there. Yeah. Liquid glass resin, which is super clear. It's just going to be clear. I'm not doing for coating the wood. We're not going to use any color at all. It's just going to be clear. So this is 2 to 4 thick pour. So that means it hardens and cures really slowly, so it doesn't get any cracks. If you get a 2-inch, then it will cure faster. But if you did a 2-inch resin, and you use a 2-inch resin pour, and you did it for a 4-inch, it would crack because it wouldn't cure properly. It wouldn't cure slow enough. So the thicker you go, the slower you have to cure. That's why we have a 2-in-1 for this. And here is the 2-in-1 bucket that I'm going to use. So basically, you see up here, that's the 2 part, and this is the 1 part. And then if you had a 2-1-1, then you can use this line here, but we're not using that. We're just using a 2-in-1. So let's say, so this one here has 2 units, so whatever that 2 part is, up to that 1, and then it'll be filled to here, and then you put 1, it'd be 1 unit of up to this 1. So basically you can see that this is double of what from there to there is. This is double here to what from there to there is. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because it makes sense to me. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this thing probably about halfway, so I'll probably go to 3, or let's do it 4. So I'm going to fill the 2-part resin up to here, and then I'm going to put the hardener from there to the 4 up here. Make sense? Let's get her done. Huh. All right. Well, hopefully we have enough. All right, I'm going to go to, and we're going to go to the 3, right? Or the 4. I said there's a 4. So this is the resin. This is the 2-part. I'm just going to pour it up to the 4. Just like that. And I got some on my hand, of course. That's not bad. Not bad. I like it. Got to that 4, so I'm going to go a little bit past that 4 now with the hardener because I went a little past that. All right. Open up the hardener. The hardener was already too. That's weird. All right. Here we go. Slowly pour up to the 4 there. I like that right there because it was a little bit above that other line. I like it. Now, the key to mixing resin is that you can never over mix it. You just keep going. So I always use one of these spinners, and we're just gonna mix it really well. So you can see there's a lot of bubbles in there. I don't care what at this step, because all I'm doing is I'm painting. I'm just coating the wood. I'm coating the wood to seal it, and I'm using the same resin I am using for the river pour. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to pour it on here like so. And start spreading. So when I'm all done, it's going to have a clear coat over top of it, so it's going to kind of look like this already. A little bit of that's all going to stay there, the white, and then you have the white veins. You have all the little pieces of orange through here, orange and white over here. Nice. All right. Okay, so I'm going to make the river resin now, and so I'm just going to use a new batch here, so I don't need to measure anything because it's already 2-to-1 ratio there, and I'm just going to pour those in. This is 3 gallons into the bucket, and then I'll let it sit for a little bit, let the bubbles come up, and we'll go from there. All right, let's do it. So I got some mica powder, and it's just sapphire blue. So we're just gonna pour a tiny bit in here and see how it looks, and then if it's not dark enough, I'll pour more. And hopefully I have enough of this. Really don't need much. Let's try that and see what that gives us. That's that. That's not dark enough, huh?
Yeah, not dark.
2 dose. Still not dark enough though. What do you think? Think we go darker?
Yeah. Oh,
That's too dark. Too late. That's cool looking color though.
Beautiful.
Oh, that is cool looking.
That
Look
is
at that.
beautiful. Wow.
Okay, so before I do the pour, I am going to make sure everything's level. And that is really good. I mean, I could probably put just a little bit higher. Then again, I like that. All right, let's see what it looks like here to here. Not quite, is it? So I could put another shim on here. Let me try that. All right. So now I have a couple pieces of wood to shim there. Oh yeah. I like it. I like it. And oh yeah, perfect. Let's do over here. Nice. Go from here to here. All right, I think we're good. Nice and level now. And let's see where the bubbles are. See, you're all coming up like that. Okay, so I'm going to spray these blocks of wood with mold release because it's going to be clamping down the wood. So you don't obviously you don't want this stuff to stick to the wood in your on your pour. So this stuff gets everywhere. So make sure you're out in the open or you're wearing a mask or something.
Recording.
Here we go. Bubbles.
Ready to pour.
Okay.
Yay.
Here we go. Watch out, your feet don't trip. We come over here.
Okay. Oh, that looks amazing.
Definitely gonna need to mix more.
I love the pearly middle that has.
Oh, yeah.
That is gorgeous.
You don't even need to do what I was saying.
Yeah, we don't even need to add anything. If it holds that's gonna be great.
We can just swirl it a little bit with sticks.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to clamp everything down, Gene. It's okay, we're gonna do it right now.
It's all going underneath.
It's gonna float. All right, clamp it down quick.
Shoot.
All right.
Oh man, we were in such a hurry.
I know. That's okay. See, now it's gonna make that rise up anyway. It's almost not dark enough. No. Looked a lot darker in the white bucket, didn't it?
It's funny, on the camera, it looked even darker than it did to my eyes in the bucket,
Yeah.
especially early on.
So we'll wait until it.
But I don't know. Did they say whether it would dry darker or lighter?
No. Okay, so we can add more mica powder to the new to try to match that other color. So scientific method. Guess. Here we go. So that last time I did a big batch like that,
Yeah.
but before that I did another batch
Just
about
a
like
little
that.
bit, yeah. No, okay. I think
See, that's good?
that's good. Oh.
Got some on the ground. All right, here we go. Woo! Love it. Think that's good enough? Oh. How do you get that out of there?
When you pour it.
Oh my gosh.
No, let's just take something long and fish it out with it. Can you reach it with that?
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's pour. Okay, where should we start first? Over here or over there? Should we just... Doesn't really matter.
Start from over. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's do a little bit everywhere.
Okay.
Okay, get a little bit on that side. Oops, sheesh.
It's already headed over there.
Oh, find the lowest point and go for it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Need to get that off there. Brush. Somebody's phone's ringing. Is it yours?
No, it's the neighbor.
Just don't want that blue to show here.
I need to wipe, get a rag and really wipe it off.
Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. It is full down there, which means the wood was not level completely, but it's coming along. It's just gonna need hours and hours. So probably in a few hours I'll come back and I'll give it some swirl patterns that I want to do, and then maybe even put some white resin on there, kind of like that. Give it some good looking stuff there. All right. Oh, that's going to look beautiful.